I done beat a lot of stuff. No matter what they try to take away from me, I beat it. I beat it.
Boom! Right.
And I'm still trying to, push forward. When people say legacy, I feel like you gotta picture where I came from. I already done enough.
The mega fight, that dance with destiny, is nearly at hand. And with both superstars in the fine-tuning stage, secrecy is crucial. That's why Davis made sparring the most important element of any camp, off limits to cameras. But his team's visible confidence hints at his readiness.
Hey, you having fun, ain't you?
We're officially 2 weeks out from Jake Paul versus Gervonta Davis, and the energy is starting to feel different. Every new clip, every leaked sparring story, every photo coming out of Tank's camp is turning this thing into a full-on storm.
Many years ago, legendary champion Marvin Hagler remarked that it's hard to get up and do road work at 5 a.m. when you're sleeping in silk pajamas. In other words, when you're hungry, when you're chasing something, the grind comes naturally. But once you're comfortable, that fire can fade. Unless it was never about comfort in the first place.
The man looks massive. That lightweight frame, gone. Tank's walking around with that thick fight week swagger. Chest out, shoulders wider, arms looking like he's been sparring with powerlifters instead of boxers. You can practically feel the weight of those punches through the screen.
You gotta have confidence. The crowd, the hype. I don't know what type of person Frank are. I could tell body language. And I would see it. I would see it if he's nervous or anything like that inside the ring. If it do play a big part, I take advantage of it.
But here's the part everyone's getting twisted. Don't mistake that bulk for slowness. Because we've seen this movie before. Remember Terrence Crawford? People said the same thing when he moved up. He's too small, he'll lose speed. Canelo's too big. And then he walked in, bigger, sharper, and smoked Canelo like he'd been there his whole life. That's the blueprint Tank's following.
You gotta remember, you need a performance of your life. The whole world will be watching this like that.
Oh yeah.
Big stage, record audience, millions watching. For Tank, this is nothing new. But it's not exactly the same either, because he's never had such a treacherous opponent to prepare for.
It's not just size, it's smart mass, controlled power. Gervonta's not trying to out-jog Jake Paul, he's trying to outgun him. Every extra pound looks intentional, every movement still snappy. 2 weeks left, and the message is loud and clear. This isn't Tank adjusting to Jake's size. This is Tank turning that size into his next highlight reel victim.
I don't want to lose. I hate losing. I know Tank hate losing. Lamont damn sure don't want to lose, so it's gonna make for.
Just when everyone's been talking about Tank's insane training camp and massive bulk up, here comes David Benavidez with that calm but powerful heavyweight logic that hits harder than a punch. He said, "Yeah, I'm cool with Tank getting that bag, but man, I just want to see him fight Shakur, Haney, the real killers." And honestly, he's right. Fans are craving legacy fights, the kind that make history, not just headlines. It's like waiting for a trilogy that never happens.
Tank fight, Shakur Stevens, Devin Haney, all the fights, man. Like, you know what I mean? I think it's Tank, as a world champion first, he should give us those fights. Because those are the fights I want to see. Not taking anything away from the fight with Jake Paul. I know it's going to be a big fight with big money.
But Benavidez didn't stop there. He dropped a real gem. He understands that money fights are smart business, even if they don't follow the pure boxing rulebook. He basically said what we're all thinking. This fight isn't about skill. It's about danger and size colliding in real time. And that's what makes it exciting. You've got one of the most explosive punchers since Mike Tyson walking into a circus act that could turn violent fast. People are mad about Tank earning $40 million, but let's be honest. If you could make that kind of money before breakfast, you'd sign that contract too.
It's not competitive to the point where it's not really about the skill. It's about the size and the skill. You know what I mean? Because Tank is way smaller than Jake Paul, but we know we know that if he lands a good shot, it could be over for Tank. But also, in my opinion, Jake Paul is so big that if he lands the right shot, maybe if he lands in the back of the head or in the side of the head, it might be over too.
Then out of nowhere, Abel Sanchez steps in like the voice of old school boxing, ready to cool things down. He didn't sugarcoat anything. He said, "I don't like the fight as a fan, but as a coach, take the bag, son." That's raw honesty. Abel's not talking about fame or legacy, he's talking about survival and smart decisions. He basically told Tank, if you're going to punch for a living, make sure those punches pay your bills.
Well, you know what, as a fight fan, I don't like the fight, but as a coach, I think it's a good move for Tank Davis. I mean, I think I've seen too many kids go out of this sport with not a cent in their pocket. And I think that if Tank Davis takes advantage of a big payday like that, I think it's a ridiculous fight as far as a fight fan. But as a coach, I understand it. You have to take care of your own.
And he's not wrong. Boxing history is full of broke legends, fighters with belts but no bank accounts. So Tank taking that payday against Jake Paul isn't ducking, it's strategy. It's chess, not checkers. Abel even said Jake's no real threat, calling him just a YouTuber on career day. You can almost hear him laughing. Like, yeah, he's got 50 pounds on Tank, but Tank's been fighting bigger guys since childhood.
In the street, that's who he was fighting. He was fighting bigger guys than him. He was always a smaller guy. So he knows how to fight those big guys. He knows how to duck up underneath and throw those looping shots because that's who he fought in the street. At least that's my opinion anyway. He's always been the little guy, and I'm sure that in the streets he wasn't a choir boy. I'm sure that he had his moments, and everybody was bigger than him. So he knows how to take care of himself. I don't think Jake Paul is a threat.
Broke it all down. Head movement, looping shots, that Street Fighter DNA. It was pure wisdom disguised as comedy. He even compared Jake to a guy who might land a punch if grandma had a mustache. That's vintage boxing humor. But beneath the jokes, Abel made it clear, if Tank lands clean, that 50-pound difference means nothing. Jake's next upload might just be from Dreamland interview.
You know, like you're a bigger guy, you could take punches from a smaller guy, you know?
If grandma had a mustache.
That's not really your grandma.
Yeah. If Tank connects with the right hand, he's putting him out.
Yeah.
Just like he did Garcia.
I think that's what a lot of people like are thinking, but
again, it's on the up and up.
Yeah.
So I keep saying, no, it's on the up and up. I hope it is.
Then comes Michael Jai White, the smooth, fight-savvy philosopher of the sport. He looked at the betting odds like he was reading a movie script. Jake at plus 136, Tank at 175, and he called it straight. Tank's the guy. No surprise there. He said it calm and confident because he knows this isn't just size versus skill. It's TikTok strength versus world-class timing.
But the fact that Gervonta, I believe he spars people that are much heavier than him. And that upper.
Well, who do you got?
I would have to bet on Gervonta because for all the little things, all that, and the fact that he's not old. Yeah. I think he makes up for the weight situation. I don't know if a guy that size is going to be fast enough to catch Gervonta clean.
True.
Yeah.
But Gervonta might catch him.
Oh, he is going to catch him.
Michael understands what most people miss. You can't fake fight IQ. Jake might have YouTube power, but Tank's got generational precision, the kind that doesn't miss even across 3 weight classes. Michael even joked, yeah, Jake's fighting a real champion this time, politely reminding everyone that boxing isn't a content creator side quest. Then he dropped the best line. At this rate, people will be fighting bears next. And he's not wrong. Boxing's becoming a circus, but Tank's about to remind everyone what real violence looks like. You can bulk up, cut down, or pray to the algorithm, but when Tank's left hand lands, it won't feel like views. It'll feel like vengeance.
If it wasn't Gervonta Davis, it was somebody else in that weight category.
It'd be ridiculous.
Yeah, it'd be ridiculous. But Gervonta, I mean, technique-wise and heart-wise, that makes it interesting. Again, kudos goes to Jake Paul because it kind of worked its way up, even though the guy is so much smaller.